Hello, hi, good evening. Okay, so in our last class we discussed about split valuation, that is the last topic in integration or valuation and accountancy. Today we will discuss logistics, or we are going to work with logistics, invoice verification. Logistics invoice verification, or it's also called as LIV. So in our P2P cycle, we discussed about purchase requisition or PR. Then after that we discussed RFQ, that is request for quotation. Then PO, that is purchase order. Then goods receipt also we discussed, goods receipt. Then now we are going to discuss IR, or invoice receipt, or it is also called as vendor invoice, or in simple word it is called as bill. So after delivering the goods, vendor is going to raise the bill. After the receipt of material, vendor is going to send a bill. On that basis we need to make the payment. On this basis we need to make the payment. So in GR level, the value or gross value is get updated in ledger level, and after IR, net payable is updated at vendor account. If GR is completed, or after posting of GR, that balance is not yet updated at individual vendor account, after IR, net payables is updated at vendor account level. After GR, the balance is get updated in GL account level, and after IR, that net payable, how much I need to pay to vendor, that will be get updated in vendor account level. So in GR also we are going to interface with finance department. Here also, so here we are going to interface with finance department, and here in after IR also the interface with the finance will be there. But difference is, after GR the gross value will be updated, and after IR the net payable or net value will be updated. Okay, so that is the difference between GR and IR. If they in interview, if they ask what is the difference between IR and GR, then why we are going to post IR after GR? Because both document is going to both document is going to interface with finance department, then why we are posting two documents. Then in critical, after GR, gas value will be updated at GR level, and after IR, the net payable will be updated. Okay. So now we are going to post IR, but to post the IR we require GST or tax code. Tax code we require. So here, without purchase order, without RFQ also we can post the PO, but in real time with PR only we are going to post the PO, and without PO also we can maintain the GR, or we can post the GR, but without GR we cannot post the IR. Without GR we cannot post the IR. To maintain or to post IR or to invoice, to post invoice, we require tax code. Tax code. Now we are having GST. So what is GST? GST is goods and service tax. Goods and service tax. Goods and service tax, or it is also called as tax on sales and purchases. Tax on sales and purchases. Whenever we used to purchase any material, we need to pay a tax. Say example, so on 1st of March, we purchased some material, worth of rupees 1 lakh, and assume that 10% tax or GST. So 10% on 1 lakh is 10,000, then the value will be 1,10,000. This is net payable to vendor. This balance is get updated in vendor account level after IR only. Okay, now how much material I am receiving? This much of material. Material is going to receive. This much of material we are going to receive, but for this goods we need to pay 10% tax. For vendor we are going to pay, and vendor is going to collect the tax amount from us, and he is going to pay to the government. So it is like that only. Okay, so we are going to pay 1,10,000. Out of 1,10,000, we are receiving the material worth of 1 lakh, and 10,000 will be go to government. So in before 2017, there will be a tax called VAT. VAT is nothing but value added tax. Value added tax. After 2017, in India we are having GST. GST, as I told you, goods and services. Whenever we purchase a goods or any services, we liable to pay the tax. It is also called as indirect tax. Don't worry about this tax. This will be taken care by finance department. But here we require to maintain the GST tax procedure. So we'll see or we'll do some basic configuration regarding GST. So here the tax will be calculated on the condition. In India we are having GST, and in GST we are having CGST, that is central GST, SGST, state GST, and we are having one more GST, that is IGST, that is integrated GST. These three types of tax we are having. This is what we called as condition types. As we know, pricing procedure, we work with pricing procedure. There we discuss condition types. Like that, this is what we called as condition types. On this basis, tax will be calculated, right? Condition types. Now we are having three condition types. I need to maintain or I need to create these three condition types. Like I will create RPI1, that is for RPI1 for CGST. RPI2 is my SGST. RPI3 is for integrated GST or IGST. Okay, these three condition types we are having. We need to maintain or we need to create that one. Okay, so configurations, what are all configurations we require? So first I need to maintain the access sequence. As we know how to create access sequence and what is the access sequence is. Right, in our previous classes in pricing procedure, we discussed about access sequence. We discussed about access sequence. Now here we are not going to create any access sequence. There is a standard access sequence is the MWST, that is tax classification. There is a access sequence is for tax classification that we are going to use. We are not going to create any access sequence. Then second one is define condition types. So condition types, as we discussed, this is a condition types that we need to create here. Then maintain the GST procedure, GST tax procedure. Then define tax codes for purchases. Here we are into right? We are looking for only input tax. When we purchase material, when we purchase the material, okay, need to pay the input tax or input GST. Okay, so input CGST, input SGST, and input IGST. Three conditions or three types of taxes is there. Here we are going to work with CGST and SGST. Okay, so tax code need to purchase, and like that when we sell the goods, we need to maintain the output tax, but we are not going to discuss the output tax here because we are into means we are into purchase department. We are going to concentrate on input tax only. Okay, so FI people used to take care of all purchases and tax code, sales and purchase and sale tax code. As we are into we are going to concentrate on input tax only. So tax code we need to maintain here. Then the tax code need to assign to company code. Then GL creation, don't need to create any GL because we are not into finance department. Finance department will take care of GL creations. Here we are going to assign tax codes into GL. So we are going to assign our tax code into GL, and these all configurations will be maintained by finance consultant in real time. As person, we never come to here, and we are not going to do any tax related configurations. These configurations will be maintained by finance consultant and in real time. But in I need to assign this tax code to my company code. Maintain tax code into level. This tax code what we created in financial accounting, that we need to assign here. This is consultant role. Then end user level will come, and with the reference of PO, post the invoice receipt with the reference of PO or scheduling agreement. As we are having PO with us, on that basis we are going to post the agreement. We'll post the invoice receipt. Okay, so we'll go to system and we'll work on this configurations. So I'll go to IMG level. I'll go with financial accounting. Then financial accounting global setting. Financial accounting global setting. Tax on sales and purchases. Basic settings. And first go with check calculation procedure. T code is OBYZ. Click on that and double click on access sequence. Double click on access sequence. And here, as we discussed, we are not going to create any access sequence. We will use the standard access sequence. MWSD is there, so we will use that one. MWSD is for tax classification. Select MWSD and double click on accesses. And here the table number 3 is there. Again, what is 3? Table number 3 is tax classification. Okay, in that table, which are all fields is there? So select that table and double click on fields. These are the fields is there. The tax usually calculate on the basis of country and tax code, right? So we are not going to create any access sequence here. We are going to use this standard MWSD access sequence. Okay, next I'll come back to main screen here, this level, and double click on define condition types. And here I'll click on new entry and RPI1 is my input CGST, company code for RPL, and access sequence MWST. Then condition class means it's a tax, so I'm going to select D, and calculation type is A, percentage wise. So only you need to maintain this 4 data here, no need to input anything here. You click on next entry. RPI2 is my next condition type, that is input SGST. Input SGST for my company code RPL. Then access sequence, I'll use the same access sequence MWST. Then condition class is D, that is tax. Calculation type is A, that is percentage. So this tax procedure or these conditions I'm going to consider as a taxes, and it should be calculated on percentage. Then again click on next entry. So 3 things is there, or 3 condition types I need to maintain here. Click on next entry, RPI3. Then input IGST I'll take for company code RPL. Access sequence is MWST. Condition class, again I'll maintain D. Then calculation type A. Calculation type A. Okay, save this. So here I maintain the 3 condition types, and for the condition types I assign with access sequence. Right. Now we'll come back. See, these are the 3 condition types. I input CGST. Okay, here I need to change this SGST and IGST. So enter and see. So 3 condition has been maintained. Now I am going to link with in condition type with base amount. Okay. So for that I will come to this level and double click on define procedure. define procedure, we'll get screen like this. There click on new entry, click on new entry. I need to maintain the procedure here, right? So I'll give RPL GST is my procedure, and description GST tax procedure for my company code RPL GST, and description is GST tax procedure for RPL. Save. Select RPL GST and double click on control data. Double click on control data. So it means I need to input my condition type here. So I need to maintain the data here. Double click on control data. Then click on new entry here. As this screen we are familiar with, right? Because at the time of pricing procedure we work with this screen. The similar screen we can see here. Like step number I am going to maintain 10. Then condition types. Here I need to maintain BASP. BASP stands for base amount. All our tax and discounts and freight will be calculated on base amount, right? Or gross amount. Here we are going to take as a base amount. On that basis, all taxes will be deducted. Second one, RPIN, that is RPI1, that is my input CGST. Then next one, RPI2, that is input SGST. 40 RPI3, input IGST. Okay, so all these taxes is going to calculate on base amount. So I need to mention this step number here. From 10, here also I maintain 10, here also 10. And whenever any taxes is going to calculate, that tax should be go to ledger level, right? To go to ledger level, or the tax code or tax amount should go to finance level or should go to ledger, we need to maintain the accounting key. Hope you remember in pricing procedure also we maintain the accounting key, right? So here also we need to maintain, but here we are not going to take that accounting key. We are having a separate accounting key for GST procedure or tax procedure. And here if you go with F4, we are having accounting key as VST. VST is nothing but input tax. So whenever any transaction regarding tax is there, that will be linked with VST, and for this VST in next level we are going to assign ledger. Here also I need to maintain VST. Here also I need to maintain VST. Okay, very simple procedure. Save this. As I told you, we are not going to maintain output tax here because we are into MM or we are into purchase organization, right? Or we are going to maintain the purchase related things. That's the reason we are not going to maintain output tax. Okay, fine. So now this procedure RPL GST is there. No, I need to assign to my country. I need to assign to my country. Assign country to calculation procedure. T code is OBBG. Click on that. Okay, here click on position. Country IN. And here some other procedure is maintained. I need to delete that, and here I am going to assign my procedure RPL GST. Save this. Here I will minimize basic setting here, and I will go to calculation, and here define tax codes for sales and purchases. Define tax codes for sales and purchases. T code is FTXP. Okay. So here it will ask for country. I'll give country as IN, enter, and here I'll give tax code as R5, enter, and here I'll give the description as input tax. R5 is the tax code and description of that is input tax. And here we are having one more option like tax type. What is tax type? Press F4, we'll get tax type. As I told you, we are having two types of tax. One is input and second one is output. Here we are maintaining the input tax, so I'll select input tax as V. These things is not required. Press enter. It will come to this level. There I need to give the percentage of tax. Say I am giving 5% CGST and 5% SGST. Save this. I am not going to maintain the percentage for IGST. Only CGST and IGST I am maintaining. Like that you can create many tax codes and you can change the percentage also. Just I maintain one tax code and 5% on the tax code I maintain. Okay, fine. I'll minimize the calculation and I'll go with posting. In posting, I'm going to assign the tax code into my company code. So assign tax code for non-taxable transaction. T code is OBCL. Click on that. Position. Click on position. Company code is RPL. And here I need to mention the input tax. Output tax we not yet created, so I'm not going to assign anything here. Let it be blank. Okay. Here I'm going to assign the input tax. Save. Next, go with the define account. Here I'm going to assign my tax code into ledgers. Okay. There will be predefined ledger is there from finance department, and we are going to assign that tax code into a particular ledger. So that is T code is OB40 defined tax account. Click on that. If you come a little bit down here, we are having the transaction as VST. Just on the time we discussed, right? VST is nothing but our accounting key. For this accounting key, we are going to link the ledger. So double click on this VST, then input chart of account, INT1 is my chart of account, enter. And here, come a little bit down here and input the tax code here. My tax code is R5, right? And 154000 is the 154000 is the input GST GL, input GST ledger. 154 this one, right? This one. Press enter. So many GLs are there, but use this one. Save this. Now all my configurations in financial accounting level is over. Now this tax code, what are the tax code I maintain in financial level that need to update in materials management. For that I will come to materials management in IMG level. I will go with logistics invoice verification, then incoming invoice, then here maintain default values for tax code. T code is OMR2. Okay, then click on that, and here click on new entry. My company code is RPL and tax code is R5, and here also I need to maintain the same tax code. Press enter. So just need to input the company code and tax code which we maintain in financial accounting, that we need to update here, or we need to assign here. Save this. Okay, now this configurations part is over. as we created the GST procedure, right? This all configurations we did, and after once we got the tax code, that tax code has assigned with materials management. Now I'll come to easy access level and I'll post the invoice. I'll try to post the invoice. For that I'll come to easy access. I'll come to easy access, go to logistics, then materials management, then go to logistics invoice verification, then go to document entry, and this is the option to post the invoice. Enter invoice. T code is MIRO, M-I-R-O, MIRO. MIGO stands for, MIGO is the T code for GR or goods receipt. MIRO is the T code for invoice receipt. It is very easy to remember the T code. MIRO and MIGO. MIGO is a goods receipt and MIRO is a invoice receipt. Enter that MIRO and input your company code, RPL, enter, okay. Here this is my company code, and if you observe here, you can see the tax code here, right? Okay, and here today's date, invoice date is today's date. I will be posting date also the same amount. Later we'll update the amount here or input the amount here, and text vendor invoice, and here I need to come and I need to input the purchase order number or scheduling agreement number, or we are having many options. So delivery note, bill of lading, service entry sheet, like that we are having so many options. We are going to post the invoice receipt on the basis of or on the with reference of purchase order. Then I need to mention the purchase order or document number here. If you know the things, you can type it here. Otherwise, just press F4. You will get screen like this. There I need to input the vendor here. So press F4 again here. We are having many vendors with us. This much vendor we are having with us, and usually we are going to post the invoice or purchase order into this vendor, right? So I'll select that vendor and click on execute. See, this much of purchase order we are having with us or with this vendor. Okay, so this is PL. So you can take any one purchase order, like that. I'll go with this. With my document types, I'll go any one purchase order with assembly. This is okay. I'll take this one, RPL raw material new valuation class. Okay, I'll select that purchase order number and click on copy. Okay, just press enter. Now I can able to see the value here, right? Then select calculate tax, because we maintain the tax code. So select the tax, calculate tax, and if you observe here, we can able to see the tax amount. We can able to see the tax amount here, and that same amount I need to type it here. 1,10,000 as we discussed. 1,10,000 as I need to input here. Press enter. Now see, this balance is 0. Now it can be posted. That is in green, posted or can be posted. Okay, now click on save button or post. Okay, finally this document got posted. Okay. Now if you want to see the posted document. we are having the option here is MIR4. MIR4 is stands for display the invoice document. Display the invoice document. Just go with that MIR4. Just input your invoice number and fiscal year. Click on display document. So we will get posted IR here. Posted IR. And if you want to see further detail, just click on follow on documents. Click on follow on documents. We will get detail like this. As we discussed, this is the value of material I am going to receive, and total amount payable is 1,10,000. Out of 1,10,000, 1 lakh of material we are going to receive, and 5,000 CGST and IGST. So on the basis of tax code R5, this tax code has been maintained. Okay, so on the basis of tax code, this percentage of tax has been calculated, right? Now we'll discuss some more option here. We can cancel the invoice document by using T code MR8M. MR8M is there. There we can cancel the invoice document. So just go with that MR8M. I need to input the document number here, fiscal year. Okay. So here invoice number I need to input to cancel the invoice document, fiscal year, and I need to mention the reversal reason. What is the reason for reversal? So here press F4, we will get many reversal like this. Reversal in current period, then reversal reason, okay, reversal cancellation of the check, then wrong amount, posting date is wrong, like that we are having so many reasons is there, right? So I need to select any one of this reason and I need to give the reversal. I can post the reverse entry. So on that basis the document will be get reversed. Without the reason we cannot reverse. Negative reverse posting, reversal, wrong posting, like that. Okay, so I am not going to reverse that one. And MRBR is there. MRBR is nothing but release block invoices. Hope you remember, so while creating vendor, we are having the option to block the payment. If you go with XK03, and there go with payment transaction, I will select vendor here. Go with payment transactions, I will go with this vendor. Okay, press enter. See here I am payment blank. So what is the reason for payment blanks? Sometimes what will happen, vendor is going to give some quotation will be in different amount, and when posting the invoices, the invoice amount will be different. So on that time what we do, we are going to block the payment. Then if you want to release that, you can come here and you can release the block payment, so MRBR, and MRR5 is there, and here we can see the invoice document, list of invoice documents. So as of now we are having only one document, right, 2022, and on the RPL, so just click on execute, you will get this document here. So this is the document number for financial year, this is document type, date, user, means my user ID, then transaction code Miro, all the details we can see here, right. This is list of invoice document. So on the basis of accounting, company code, we can get the invoice documents. Then MIR6 is there. Okay, so here the invoice overview, just execute. Okay, no document was selected. Okay, no issues. Overview. Okay, it's more related into technical, don't worry about this one. And here we are having the park option. So there is a difference is post and park. Post and park. Okay, so post means it's a final thing. It is get posted to ledger. So after posting the document, posted documents are not able to modify or delete it. If the entry posted wrongly, then they need to reverse that document. So we are having the cancel document, right? Cancel means it will not get cancelled, it will get reversed. It will not cancel, it will get reversed. So because we are having the reasons, as we discussed reasons, right? So wrong entry is there, some wrong document numbers maintained, or wrong amount is posted or entered, like that. If you are having so many reasons, or if you are having such reasons, we can cancel. Cancel means it will be get reversed. Cancel means it will be get reversed. That the system will not delete the document. It will be get reversed. But parked document, before posting the entry, we can do the park. That parked document is stored in company code level, but it is not posted to ledgers. It is in between process. It is not posted to ledger. The parked documents we can modify or delete if it is wrong. Whereas posted document are not able to delete or modify. So that's the reason we are having the option to park. MIR7 is park invoice. Park means it will be get stored in company code, but it is not posted to company code. Once we got the verified with the document, once we got the verification, or once we verified with the document, later we can post it to company or post to ledger, or we can delete that one, or else we can modify that also. So parker option is very useful in real time, because we are having so many documents to post, but to post the document we require to verify that, or we require some approval from a higher authority, right? So on that time what we do, we are going to do the setups, or we are going to input all the details regarding invoices, and that will be get parked in company code level. Once we got the verification or approved from higher authority, then that will be get posted to ledger level. So that's we are having the option called park and post. Post means this is a final thing. It will finally go to ledger level, and once it posted, as I told you, it not be modified or it not be deleted. Whereas Park View document we can do any kind of activities. So we'll see that one part of the invoice. MIR7 is a it is similar to same MIRO, and here I'll do the same procedure. Vendor invoice, calculate tax, then I'll take some other purchase order with the same vendor, execute here. I'll go with this purchase order, first one, copy, enter. Okay, 1,10,000 is the value. Again 1,10,000 I'll input here. Okay, see, if you observe here, we can see the terms of payments here. See the terms of payments. So everything is fine. Now if you click on save button, see here, Park document, or you can post also we can do here. Here also we can post. Yeah, here we are having the post, but if you click on save here, it will be get parked. So I'll click on save, it will be get parked. See, parked. Okay, so later you can come here and we can do the delete, post, everything option is there. We can do that one, and later we can post the document. Okay, so later we can post this document. See, post. So you need to come MIR7 again. Okay, if you want to post or modify, you need to come MIR7 again and go with invoice document. Click on other invoice document. This is a document number. Press enter that. So we'll get like this. Then go to invoice document again. If you want to post it, you can post it. If you want to delete, you can delete it. Or else if you want to do some changes here, not in this level, you cannot do any changes here in purchase order level. Or else you can do some changes in tax. You can deselect the tax. Okay, then we can change the purchase order number. No, for purchase order we cannot change. So let me check. No, we cannot change. Okay, so either you can delete that or post. Click on post, it will get posted. Okay, maintain tolerance key, we are getting error like this. Okay, double click on that. Click on define tolerance limit. Click on set tolerance limit. And here I require PP price variance. I'll select from 0002. Copy, and here I am going to change my company code as RPL. Enter and save. Okay, come back to MIR4 or MIR7. Now try to post this. Now this will be get posted. Okay, like that you can park. Later we can post. This option is also there. I told you what is the difference between park and post. Okay, so before posting document into ledgers, you can verify that one, so that we are having the option to park the document. Park document we can modify and we can delete that one. And if it's required or if it approved, then it will move to, or it will, we can post to ledger level, or directly you can go with MIRO. There is no park option, directly you can post that one. Fine, this is related to logistics invoice verification. Okay, fine, we'll continue the class Monday. Fine, we'll continue Monday. Okay, then bye, good day.